What's going on, LEGO Maniacs? It's Ty, the LEGO guy here, and today we're actually taking a look at the DC theme, specifically the Dark Knight trilogy, and the set is the Batmobile Tumbler Scarecrow Showdown. That's set 76239. It had 422 pieces, came out in 2021, has 2 minifigs, and it retails for $40 US. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I think that this is excellent. I think if you're looking for a substitute for the UCS Tumbler, this is a perfect set, but we're gonna take a look at its positives and its negatives. I have a lot of good things to say about it though, but enough talk, let's get right into it. And the first thing that we'll take a look at in this review is actually just the box. And I have to say this box art is really well done. Love the fact that you can see that this is in Gotham streets. This is taken from the Dark Knight trilogy. You can see Batman in the top right corner. And then I love the fact that this box is so thick as well. I'm not sure why they did that, maybe to fit the tires, but it is a very thick box for a set at this price point. And then on the back, it gets into some of the set's features, Scarecrow and Batman fighting it out. This set just has so many. The interior is great. The features are decent, but this is probably a better display piece than it is a set that you can play with. Although you can definitely play with it if you're a kid. It drives great. Great drivability. It has those stud shooters. And the minifigures actually get quite detailed, which we'll get into. Then on the side of the box, it just shows the Dark Knight. And then on the top, you can see Batman along with the skyscrapers. And then on the bottom, just the barcode and all that good stuff. Definitely decent looking box art. Let's now take a look at the Batmobile. And to start off the Tumbler, we'll begin by giving you guys a 360 view. And it also includes a grappling hook along with some boomerangs that Batman likes to use. This Tumbler is so incredibly detailed. It's actually relatively large. I would say it's perfect to minifig scale. Check out those tires. They could have maybe had a little flame back here, but the fact they didn't include it's not the end of the world. You can very easily just add that in yourself. Overall, love the look of this thing. Love all the windows. There's a couple stickers in here, but it's not too bad. And there he is. You can see Batman right in the cockpit. Let's now break it down area by area. And the first thing I wanted to mention is this set actually has great drivability. So if you're a kid, works pretty well. And actually just getting into, before we get into the interior, you also have another play feature, which is the stud shooters. We all know how those kind of work. Not a big fan of them, probably the only negative in this set, but they don't really stand out all that much. They're just at the front. And if you really, really don't like them, well, guess what? Just take them off. In fact, you could entirely take the entire stud shooters off and it wouldn't matter. But if you guys have watched the movies, this actually does have some weapons on it. So I kind of like just keeping them on, but not the end of the world if you take them off. You'll also notice that it has some nice lights in the back right here. And just give you guys a little bit closer look. They have some greebling even on this thing, like back here. And then here's the underbelly of it. There's basically this big, massive piece that kind of holds this all together. Let's actually now take a look at the interior. And you can very easily access it by just literally lifting this up to reveal the cockpit. Now, what is incredible about this? These are all stickers, unfortunately, but look at the amount of detail on this. One side we have all the control panels, we have the steering wheel for Batman, and I love the fact that you can see 2 minifigures, just, like what we see from the Dark Knight trilogy, because that is pretty accurate. Let's actually just remove Batman. And yeah, it even has some nice detail on the seats. Check out all those windows. That looks so good. There's 3 big window pieces that kind of make up the interior. So anyways, they just didn't skimp out anywhere. It just looks so much like what we see in the actual movie. Let's now take a look at the minifigures. And here we have the 2 minifigures that are included. So on the right, we obviously have Batman. On the left, we have Scarecrow, who actually hasn't been seen all that much in LEGO form, so I'm happy that they made him. There is no leg printing. There is back torso printing, however. And we'll actually just remove Batman's helmet. He does have 2 faces, along with an entire other minifigure head, which we will show off. I'm not a huge fan of the stud shooter for Scarecrow. However, I do like the fact that they kind of tried to make it look like his weapon, that gas weapon that he likes to shoot into people's faces. Let's actually now show off Batman's other minifigure head. And there we have it, his angry, drug-induced face. Looks quite accurate to what we see in the movie. I love the fact that they just gave us another minifigure head. So you basically get 3 face printings for Batman. Let's actually just stick on his mask, and that's what he kind of looks like with it on. So I thought that looked excellent. I believe it's one of the few times they've ever made that face printing for him as well. Overall, I absolutely love these minifigures. They could have a little bit more detail on them, as far as the leg printing and whatnot, but overall, great looking. Let's now get into the end of the review and get my final thoughts. Well guys, that was my review. Do hope you enjoyed it. This set, you know what, it's flawless. There really isn't anything to really complain about. Especially even if you look at like the stud shooters, yeah, we don't like the stud shooters, but this is just so well designed. And I think it's perfect to minifig scale. Like, it's an excellent set, excellent price. You get some excellent minifigures. You get Scarecrow, you also get Batman. You can swap out his face to the "where are the cookies at" face for Batman, which I thought was kind of funny. They bothered to do that. I thought they'd just make 2 faces on one minifigure's face or minifig head. Instead they included 2. I thought that was great. Overall, this set definitely gets the thumbs up. It's a 10 out of 10. It's probably one of my all-time favorite Batman sets and one of my all-time favorite $40 price ranged set. But let me know what you guys think about this one, if you like it, if you don't, any areas you think they could maybe improve on it. I just think for the price, the detail, the minifigures, how accurate it looks to what we see in the actual movie, which by the way, the Dark Knight trilogy is one of my all-time favorite trilogies. This one just knocks it out of the park in every way, and I think you guys should definitely go ahead and go buy it. I even paid full price for this. Generally, I try to get sales, but with this one, I didn't want to wait, and I bought it, when I saw it on shelves, and there was no sale on it, right? But yeah, that pretty well does the review. But if you liked it, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and click the bell if you're looking for any future superhero DC type reviews. This one was a real pleasure to take a look at, and I just really like it. I highly recommend you guys go pick this one up if you like Batman even slightly. But yeah, that pretty well does it again. But thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.